here. Here's Frodo Baggins and his glorious orchestra to play us in.
Let's go save the world.
Let's go save the world. That's right. Don't forget to turn your adverts off, because otherwise The Rock will interject with his mindless observations about the size of pectorals. Right, okay. Let's proceed. I've got nothing against The Rock. You know, what a great guy. See if we can jump in here. Fine man. You know, just shows what you can achieve when you dedicate yourself to a singular purpose. Now, speaking of which, we tried to make some money in the verse. He tried to make some money in the verse. Oh. Do you know what irks me? I see geezers walking around all togged up, done up to the nines, you know, like ready for a night out with a special widget and a tube and a special sort of widget on the wrist, and then they've got the kind of nice little packages around the thighs, and they've got a nice cod piece on, some fancy sneakers. And you think, how do you afford that, mate, on the wages that we're on? I traded yesterday, like the most minimal level of trading you can do. I was like shipping stims from Bountiful Harvest to Grim Hex at a profit of like 0.05 per unit. It was ridiculous. Right, okay, let's the humming noise means we're at Grim Hex, which is just where I wanted to be. So what I'll do is I'll welcome you to Star Citizen 3.1.1. I'm not sure of the patch number. You probably know better than I do, but let's just jump in. Here we are at Grimmer's, just waking up as it goes, in the less than comfortable location. Look, there's a Bible there. It must be a sort of Gideon's Bible. Must be a, you know, usual thing, hotel. Gideon's out and about, travelling the verse, dropping his Bible black of goodness into every hotel dresser. There's my suitcase. I don't need it. All I need is that toilet roll and a copy of Horizon magazine, and I'm well away. I can just read up on the latest starsuit fashions and something to wipe my backside, and I'm ready. If I need a coat hanger, well, I can always get one out of there. I'll just check this. Let's just check this, see what the information is. Yeah. Ooh, looks like the atomic particles have been split quite nicely there. Oh, is that a quark, or is that strangeness, or perhaps it's a little bit of charm? We don't know. But here we are, Grim Hex, the old GH. The password is the same as ever. A nondescript postcard awaits us. And trash, as usual. Empty stim canisters. And looks like he's been doing some screen printing. Very nice. I like to do that, just to relax before bed. A bit of screen printing. It's quite hard laying down on the memory foam. A bit too spongy. Don't get a very good image. Not very good purchase for the ink. But that's alright. Having said that, we can just press this, and we're going to guess that we're in pod number. Yeah. We're in. Yeah. I want to say 9. Coming out 3, which means we're in 7. All right, so wrong by 2. There's no shame in it. Now you can never get back in once you've left. That's it. It's a hotel. You've checked out. You can't check out back in. It says checkout time is 10 a.m. and I know just what he means. Right, okay, he's not sure where he is. Arthur or Martha, that's the question. Oh, I'm a woman trapped in a man's body. Oh, help me. Right, let's just get down here then. Very jerky. 13 frames, 23 frames, 26 frames, 10 frames, 7 frames, 48 frames, 52 frames, 1 frame. That's how it is in Star Citizen. You never know the gaps between the frames. Now what we're going to try to do is find some way of making some cash. Now I've spent a lot of... wasted many an hour trying to find the drug lab. Fruitless escapade that was. No, I did. I found it 3 times in a row, and no, profit margins were okay. I'm very low on cash. I might try it. What I'll do is I'll check it out. If there's any inkling, if it's in the dark, I'm not going to bother. That's the mistake I made last time. I went looking for it in the dark. And those that go looking for drugs in the dark, well, they're just like Pac-Man, aren't they? running around dimly lit hallways eating pills. Let's see if I can find the one I want. You're the one that I want. Stored. Yeah, I want to take the... Yeah, I do want the cutlass. The black cutlery. From the black drawer.
Ship has been delivered to the following...
Shit is being delivered to the following landing. Shump. AO1. Well, I expect nothing less. From the top dollar. Hello? How's Mr. BS this morning? Still haven't decided that life is worth living, don't know what to do with yourself, stuck at Grim Hex, looking at your watch, waiting for your next hair appointment. Yeah, I understand, mate. Life's not worth living, is it? When all you can think about is your hairstyle. Like a member of the CIG team. All haircut and no code. Right, let's get in here. No, they work very hard down there. They're busting a gonad trying to get this game on track, and I appreciate it, and we should all appreciate them. A round of applause. The men of CIG. Well done, boys. Keep up the good work. Just, you know, try and stay focused on what's important. That's all I would say. You know, the game looks beautiful. If the doors don't work, it's pointless, isn't it? Right, okay. I was looking up Dual Universe just this morning, and they're entering a new phase for May. They've got some new gameplay loops coming out, so I would only reiterate what Chris has already said himself, which is that it's a game that's worth looking at. I would say I'm going to be looking at it as soon as I can afford to remortgage the house and buy one of their game packages. I'm going to do it. Sell everything I own. Put my kids out to work so that I can get one of their sort of pre-alpha game packages. That'll be just as soon as I've done that, I'll be jumping into the pre-alpha.
Landing gear up.
Let's go. No, I have nothing against Nova Quark. Hello, I'm Jesse from Nova Quark.
Thank you.
Here we are.
Please visit again.
As it is no problem, I will visit again. I just need to get another 6 million euro and I will be back. No, nothing against JC of Nova Quark. He's a fine man, and I really do, actually, and I'm not being sarcastic now, I really do enjoy his intro videos. They're very good. So, Dual Universe is a game that I would very much like to check out. I can't afford to join in at the moment, but as soon as it hits alpha, I might get one of the alpha packages, so that when it's released in alpha, I can stream a bit of that, and we can hopefully have a little, how you say, giggle in the universe of the Duel with Nova Quark. So that, I think that's going to be a lot of fun, actually, that game. What it lacks in cinematic ability to evoke Star Wars, it gains in functionality and persistence and size. It's supposedly a single shard universe in which all players can exist simultaneously, which is quite something, I would say. It's kind of what I hoped this would be. Although, look at it. It does look fantastic, doesn't it? Look at that. It's beautiful. I do think it's a fantastic game, Star Citizen. It really is. I want the persistence. I want it to work. I hope that they can manage to solve that, because there's so much. You look at what's being rendered here. Imagine the brains of the computer like melted. Like, oh, that rock there's moving at that speed, but that rock's the same distance from that one. That's one extra distant to that one. But then I've got to get the light coming bouncing off the planet, which has come down. All these little particles going the same way, and now you've changed the trajectory of the ship. That means I've got to render the engines as being slightly flared because you put the throttle up, and then I've got to do the thing. And if you look to the left, it means I've got to turn everything that way, and then the planet has to be lit by the sun, which is over there in real time, which is an actual space, which is trying to render all the plants and things in the distance. And then when you become closer and someone's attacked you, I've got to render all the things. I can't just so much to do, I can't cope. You know, that's what it's like being a computer in a Star Citizen server. It's very difficult. And as we know, the servers, the way that Chris likes to run it is all the servers are sunk into a kind of brine of his own devising. It's like a mixture of different salts and fats that he's come up with, mainly what dribbles out the side of his mouth when he's eating a Greg's pasty. That's the brine itself. It's kind of a mixture of Chris's own juices, and all the servers are sunk in that brine. And you know, if the brine gets clogged, sometimes Chris gloats over the brine, and crumbs from the pasty that he's eating, or the bacon sandwich, or whatever it is, they drop into the brine and they clog up the servers, and that's why the game sometimes will get these spikes in the frame rates. That's how it works. Just filling you in. Technical, I know, but there we are. It's good to, you know, you can stick with this stream and you get the best information about the actual workings of Star Citizen. All of this is actually inside Chris's bedroom. Just hangs up black curtains, and Erin and him wear black suits, and they just, you know, they throw all the things around, like move them. Oh, here comes a ship landing down here into Grimhex. Oh, look, here's the thing. Look, here's the freelancer coming down like that. Oh, landing down like that. And because he's wearing a black suit, you don't see it. Very clever. Very clever indeed. Right, okay, so let's just zoom out slightly. I prefer to take a broad, general view of things. Right, let's... Now, my plan was actually just to make a modest... Am I going there? No, I'm not actually. I am going to look for the drug lab. I'm going to go to the drug lab, so I'm just going to fly to... Just have a quick look. We're going to have a quick look at Yella, and to see if we can find the drug lab. It looks a bit dark, to be honest, for that kind of caper, but we'll see. If the light's favourable, I'll scoop down and see if I can waste an hour of my life looking for it. The problem that I've got is I'm very, very low on funds, because I spent half of my 5,000 OM1. OM5. Did I actually get close to the planet then, or did I actually just not go anywhere at all? OM4, that's what I want. If I spend half... Hey! Is it live or live? Yes, Sonic, we're live. This is live. It is happening right now. I can only be short today because I've got to take the family out in a little while, but just sort of jump in while we feel fresh and fruity. Now look, if I come in here now and go... So anyway, Sonic, how are you, my friend? It is live, you are here, this is real, it's all happening right now in front of our faces. Right, that's too dark. I can't countenance going down there now looking for drug labs. So what we're going to do, we're going to go a little bit further afield. We're going to hop into Margate, as we like to call it. Hang on, day at the seaside. Sand in your sandwiches. Right, let's go up here. Now, you've got to be careful in the verse. There's a lot of dodgy characters about, you know what I mean? Doing well, sir. I'm glad to hear it, Sonic. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. How is your Sunday morning? God, I nearly lost a day there. I'm on the whiskey diet. I've lost 2 days already. I basically... saying that there's many dodgy characters in the verse. Many people who would...
Quantum drive is now off.
Many people who would just tread on your face just to get to a cream bun. Right, let's see. We try to avoid those types. Now, where was I going? What's my name? Who's my mother? My mother's name is Annie. And she's a psychotic, like, hoarder. It's incredible. You should see her place. It's just, you can't. She's one of those characters that you'll find her like deceased under a pile of old magazines. Right, let's go here. I wish I could show you like her place. It's unreal. I wish I could show you it. It's unbelievable. Right, let's go. Now I'm trying to get to a very little place called Bountiful Harvest, and it's daylight there, which is lovely. Oh, the minigame, put the little man's body on the head. Oh, it's my minigame. Yes, Chris, very nice, very nice. Oh, the minigame, play my minigame. Yeah. Right, let's go. Thrusters on. Right. Yeah, since they messed up the economy, he says there's been a lot of DH behaviour. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I absolutely agree with you there. There's been a lot of errant vagabonds and caddish, loutish behaviour going on in the verse. Absolutely true. Let me just allow that. Yeah. I'm sorry that the chat's not visible, you guys, on stream, but something that I've had a little bit of problem with recently. Oh, I've gone down to 0 power again. This keeps happening to me. I apologise. It's one long apology, this stream, isn't it? Really. Yeah, you're right, Sonic. You're absolutely right. It's been a lot of dodgy behaviour. Sonic is the founder of Links Industrial, which is the org that I'm a member of, and I urge you to join. Anyone who's watching, anyone who catches this stream, check them out, check us out. We're just the best org that's ever been. That's all I can say. You won't find a better org, and we got loads of reclaimers. So if you want to have fun and a reclaimer, then join up today. That's all I can say. But yeah, no problem, son. No problem. But yeah, no, really, seriously, check out Links Industrial. It's a fun group, and everyone's really friendly, and no pressure. We just like to play the game, so that's how it is. Let's see, 150 to go, 149. Oh, it's coming down nicely. I'd say 144 kilometers to go. Yeah, do I hear any offers? Oh, 139 kilometers. Very nice. So this vista that we're looking at now, let me give you a little look at that. Look at the Cutlass. Look at the beauty of the Cutlass. Like an insect. A lot of the ships in Star Citizen look like insects. I think Chris is secretly frightened of bugs. Definitely, that is the case. Although, you know, there are so many bugs in the game, I'm not sure if he's frightened of them or he enjoys it. Oh, can we get some more? Mark, secretly, let's have a secret meeting. One of our secret meetings. Oh, Mark, come under the desk. Can you put some more bugs in the game? Like a joke.
Well, Chris, I'll see what I can do. I haven't seen the light of day for 50 years. I'm pale and almost translucent, like a creature from a deep cave. But I know my code.
Oh, I've lost it. I have lost it. Some say I never had it. But there we are. We're coming in nicely. Here we are. We see the beautiful pock-marked skin texture. It's actually a close-up Chris's backside, which has been rendered lovingly by Eric Karen Davis in one of the, you know, special moments when he's not fiddling with his hair. Okay, here we go, 49. Let's kill the speed a little bit, bring the nose up, well, not side to side, but up. There we go, we're just coming into atmosphere now. Let's check out the burn. Check out the burn on that, mate. Very nice. Cutlass is the ship I use most, just purely because at the moment it's the only way you can shift cargo about. A lot of the ships that do actually take cargo don't show up on the kiosks when you go to buy cargo, which is something that I think is a bit of a miss, but I understand. It's, you know, if it's hard to code that in at the moment, then we have to wait and be patient on that one. Most of the ships have got some sort of cargo space, but only some of the ships will show up as possible places that you can buy and store cargo in order to transport it. So you might arrive at a kiosk in a terrapin, for instance, and see that the terrapin itself is not registered on the kiosk as a possible location for cargo, even though it does have cargo space. So just be aware of that. Not all ships are, as of yet, in the game capable of storing and transporting cargo. So things like freelancers, Avengers and Cutlasses are the sort of ferry of choice. The lorry
of choice. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry. It's the my lorry of choice. I got two choices, red or yellow.
Yes, thank you, Chris. It's 26, 28, 20, not 27? Very hard to read this text, I have to say. I'd like them to do something about it. For me, it would just be to put a drop shadow, black drop shadow, on all of the layout. That's simply all they need to do, and then no matter what background you're on, you can see the bugger, you know? You have lost it. Maybe you can find it again on Daymart. Yes, I hope so. Cutlass is the best all-rounder. It is, you're right. It's the ship I always come back to. Yeah, absolutely. It is the best one. You've got the side doors there, you've got it's nice in combat, it's reasonably manoeuvrable, it's not too slow, and you can transport stuff, and it can take a beating. So I mean, for me, I think it's going to be, that's going to be the ship that you're going to see most of in the verse, and it's the best go-to buy if you can get hold of one, if you can spare whatever it is, $110 or something. You can trade up, upgrade your original package, which is like, I don't know what they are now, is it like $45 or something? You upgrade, you pay another $65 if you can find it. I mean, I would, like Board Gamer, I would say don't spend any money on the game, because all the ships are going to be buyable in game. When that's going to be is another matter. I think that's going to be one of the last things that they will iterate, because then they lose a massive amount of resources, like financially. I would imagine that would be the last thing that would become in. Oh, hello. There's another Cutlass Black nearby. Where is he? I can't see him. I can't see how far away he is. 20 kilometers. Oh, so he might be down here. There he is. Look, straight ahead of me. So there is somebody else here. Don't know why I've slowed down again. It must be I talk too much. The amount of words, I've got so many words in the back of this Cutlass that it's moving at the pace of a snail. Right, okay, this guy's shot up. He's gone. Yeah, he's left. Alright, so he's jumped away. Let's get the speed up. Come on. What's going on? So like I said, if it was a van, it'd be a Mercedes Sprinter on the M25. Yeah. Yes, mate. That's true. Too right. Too right. I'm now going way too fast, and I can't see how fast I'm going, which is a shame. I'm doing 90 on the M25. Right, here we go. Yeah, that's okay. Can't read that. Is that 8? 5? I know what I'll do. I'll put some like neon green against a beige background. Make them tiny. No one can read them. That's what you're dealing with. Prankster mentality of Chris Roberts. Right, let's go. Yeah, we're doing alright, 400, yeah, I should go up slightly. Yeah, no worries.
Landing gear down.
How are we doing then? Here we are. Just coming in nicely, I would say. Get the nose up. Get yourself over. So as I remember it, there's a nice little patch here. For something like a Cutlass settle down in. Give myself a bit of a long walk there. Hold on. Let's just turn him round. Nicely done. Whoops, a daisy. A little bit too close. Nose down. Alright. Yeah. There's she is. Another 10-point landing from the man himself. Right, okay. I would say it's not a 10-point landing, actually. It's more like a 7.6. The judges are on their feet. Right, let's go down here. Press the old button. Hello, I'm Jesse from Nova Quark. I'm just pressing the button from the Star Citizen. Chris, he's a good friend of mine. He took me out for a meal in England, in the UK. He took me out for a gourmet meal. I'm not sure if it was a gourmet meal. We queue up in this strange cubicle called Greg's. The food was very greasy, very fatty, did not taste of anything, like cardboard. But he assured me it is one of the delicacy of the UK, and I'm very appreciative of him. I told him all my secrets for serialized variables and single shard universe, and he took them and went running off down the street like and I have not heard from him again. I email him, but he does not reply. Yes, it is a trade that I wish I had never been part of. All I got is the taste of grease in my mouth, and I lose all my intellectual property. Okay, so let's see now. Let's buy. Let's see now. I always jump on the third person on Daymar. Really does get a bit glaring on the eyes. Yes, for the landing, you mean? Yeah, that's good advice. I should do that more. I'm just not used to the. I find it difficult, you know. I find it difficult to tell, like, distance-wise, like the scale of the rocks underneath you. Like, you look at a rock and you think, oh, it's a pebble, and then you go down, it's a mountain. So it's or vice versa. The pebble shall become mountain, and mountain shall become pebble. Take these stones from my hand, grasshopper. No, but basically, I do find that's the case. It's difficult to judge scale, but that you're right. It is less glary, and you can actually see what's going on. I've got, you can see what I've got here, 2654. It's a pitiful amount, more than some, admittedly, but I'm going to do the stims to, I'll try and take stims to, let me just check something. Do they buy stims at Ollie? They do, don't they? And they buy them at Levski. I don't really want to go to Levski because I sort of hate it there. But because the lifts don't work and it's just bugged. Let's just think. I'm going to go back to Ollie and try and sell the stims there. I don't know if that's going to affect. I've got a piracy rating of 1, so I'll see if that means anything later on. Let's just do this then. I'll go 1, 3. Do more or less half my cash. Something like that. That's another thing that annoys. I want to be able to type these numbers in. I don't like the slider because you can't do it accurately. Seems a bit irritating, really, and another thing that's not been thought out. Hey, who knew? So I'm going to buy some stims, 3.17. I'm going to get a very, very, very slight profit, I think, of that. So it's pitiful, but you know, times are hard. What can I say? The service beacon thing is been good. You have to be quick though, don't you? You know what I mean? Like Razor 5296 requires transport to Olisar. Price 3 credits, and by the time you've read it, someone else has picked it up. The amount of times I've pressed the open brackets, only to find that I'm too late. Too late came the brackets. So yeah, that's often the case, isn't it? Too late came the brackets. What you should have left in brackets, you've said it out loud, and oh dear, everyone's offended. Alright, let's pick it up. Pick up the pace. I've left my back door open. See, look, how nonchalant have I become now? Oh, shall I stop for a salad break? No, I think I'll keep going. Let's take in the beauty though. I mean, look at this bit of widget here. Look at this, very nicely designed. Whoever designed this was, yeah, I like it. I like the, don't know what it does, but it's sure looks like it does something interesting. It's like Virgin Media Pole, isn't it? so that they can track your every purchase and suggest things that you don't want to buy sort of constantly. Even if you're on Daymar on a different moon in another universe, they can find you, charge you money. Just talking to your friends. Right, okay. Look at this pile of stims I've got. I feel stimulated just looking at it. Let's go. Stims and booze, yeah. Grimhex, buy stims and booze, salad dodger. Salad dodger. I'm a salad dodger. I know, I am a salad dodger in some ways. I need to eat more greens. I've been on at my son, you know, so you've got to eat your greens. And I've decided to follow suit. I do love a green, and occasionally I have two. So, let's see, stims and booze. Yeah, Grimhex, you think? You think Grimhex is better, going to get more likelihood of profit at Grimmers than at Ollie then? That's what I say. I don't say Grimhex. I say Grimmers because I'm into the game. I don't say Olisar. I say PO, or I say Ollie. You know, because I'm cool. No, but just what do you think, Grimmers or Ollie? For Ollie. Pimmers. Do you reckon? I just feel like because Olisar is posher, you'd get more. You get a higher price for not as green as your cabbage looking. That's right, mate. That is right. That's what my grandmother used to say. Oh, John, you're not as green as your cabbage looking. Anyway, she's from Manchester, my grandma. From Whalley Range. Right, let's go uppity. Let's get off this godforsaken moon. Grimmers, yeah, alright, okay, let's do that. It's nearer anyway, isn't it? It's going to be a lot easier than most things I can mention. Just have to sit here in this chair and push buttons. It's brilliant. It's like working in a nuclear power station. Oops. Grimmers, here we come. At the rear view. Goodbye. Pockmarked backside. Chris Roberts. Earring in the rear view mirror. Bye, Chris. Hope your psoriasis gets better. No, that's mean. Chris has got a beautiful complexion, actually, for a man of his age. Right, let's go. No, it's smooth. Smooth as a baby's bottom. What we're doing here. Was it 1,113? 1113. The lucky number of the black cutlery. Let's see where we are in the verse. Look at that. How quickly can you escape the planet? With a belly full of stims. It's because I'm so stimulated, that's how I get up so quick. Look, that's a nice view down there, isn't it? Look at that. Oh, little moon on moon action there. Very nice. Yep, that's a nice little screenshot, maybe. Maybe not. If I knew how to do screenshots, I'd do it. Not sure if Olisar buys them. Olisar buys quartz. Okay, to be honest, I'm still trying to find out who buys what. This new patch has stumped me. Yeah, I mean, I've got this old list here, but it is old. It's from like, yeah, not recently. Oh shit, I've just gone off the beam there. Anyway, I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, I've got an old list, which I meant to post to you actually. I'm sorry about that, mate. I meant to send that to you. I can drop it into the Discord actually. Let me just do that. If I can. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to make sure I don't crash. I've got to go this way, away from the planet. Let's just hop off over that way, or just stay still for a minute. That would be nicely. That's nice. Let me see if I can drop that into the Discord. How do I do this? Oh yeah, like that. What's it called? Oh yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can send this to you. because it's quite useful. This thing here. This is what I've been looking at. It's old though, but it does give you an indication of who does what. I don't know if that's any good to you, mate. Let's see. So I lost my head. Right, okay, yellow. That's what I want to do. Yes, of course. I forgot where I was. I'm going to yellow. There we go. Right, where's my widget? Is it obscured? Probably. No. Here she is. Here's the little yellow. In the distance, 67,000 kilometres away. Just a short hop for a man in a cutlass. So I don't know how current that list is. It's. Am I getting interdicted here? Yes, I am. Okay. Okay then. Is there anybody here? No target. I just got interdicted by no one. Alright, fair enough. I've got a new tactic. Yeah, get out of here while you still can. I'm not even here. And I've interdicted you because I'm an interdickhead. And I've interdicted you for no reason. Accent plays havoc with your throat. In more ways than one, Ducky. Right. Let's find ourselves a little bit of Grimhex action. Map is quite easy to use, I have to say. It lacks logic in the sense that whichever way round, I would like it to display my orientation in the map itself. It doesn't do that, obviously, because you can scroll around and get a good look at things, but I would prefer if, as you moved your ship, you change the view in your map. That would be that for me, and the way my sense of direction works, would be much more logical. That if I have to turn my ship now, I can orientate myself within the map as I would do in the real space around me. For me, that makes more sense. But hey, I've got a weird mind, but that's just how I am. Right, okay. Grimhex, where are you, little grimace? Up on the ring, amongst the rocks, like a little worm, like the man from Perfume, lying in a cave, sniffing his own armpits. Thanks, mate. Who knows, it may come in handy for the future. They change the economy back to how it was. Yeah, they might do, yeah. I mean, I think the things in there so far I've found on the list at least tells you what is sold where. I mean, that's at least, that it does that at least. Maybe you had that information already, I don't know, but it's been quite useful to me. It seems quite accurate even now, but you know, I couldn't swear to it. Am I going the right way here? What's that? Is it that way up, perhaps? No. It should be through there then, should it? Anyway, we'll go and see, shall we? There's one way to find out, John. Let's just do it. I think we're here, are we? Or is this the backside? It's backside, isn't it? I know. There we go. It seems very dark today. Oh, that's because that's not it. You idiot. It's there. Okay. There we go. Cue the music. Go from scum to pre-scum, and we shall
Landing gear down.
hail the buggers. Come on. Give me the green light. Oh, hello. A little bit of comms interference there. But, you know, I'd appreciate that. I don't mind a bit of comms, a bit of interference. I mean, you know, sometimes the message is the interference. That's what I say. It's coming nice and steady.
Automated landing.
There we go, lovelies. I do like landing at Grimmers. It's pretty spectacular, I reckon. It's really well. I like the way they've laid this out. I think it's a really good looking base. Yeah, it is great. Whoever designed it, I should know this, but I don't.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I'll try. Thank you very much. But look at that, doesn't it look good? See a little guy there running off to see his Avenger. Who knows, that could be Dan Giesling himself. Glitching out of his own cockpit. But look how good it looks, this base. Fantastic looking thing. Set among the rocks. Like a gaudy slot machine palace. Located in the midst of the pebbled beach of Margate itself. Look at that. Is it pebbles at Margate? I can't remember. It's sand. I thought it was sandy beaches at Margate. Right, could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, but look how good it looks. If I could just get a decent frame rate, I could show you it. There we are. It's not liking me doing this. I'm whizzing around like this, not liking it at all. Anyway, it's a busy base, so there's no shame in it. Look at that, doesn't it look good? It looks great. This is one of the many locations in Star Citizen that you will find. This is Grimhex, this sort of piratical, scuzzy, sort of low-end, lo-fi sort of base. It's all about the base. So this is it. Grimhex. Piratical nonsense. Let's hop out. So, Sonic, what do you reckon? What's your favourite base? It's got to be Grimmers, isn't it? Do you reckon? Would you like Levski better? No one likes Olisar. We've all seen too much of it, haven't we? That's the thing. Can I get out of the ship though? Oh, it's cinematic. The doors don't work. It's often the way when you wax lyrical about how great something looks, it sort of suddenly stops functioning. Look at that. It caught me under the chin. So as you can see, the sort of the way that it's been designed here, it's been designed to be a sort of a base that's just barely held together. Look at that, it's cracking apart. It's full of mist and smoke. Dingy corridors with broken stairwells, rusted banisters, exposed pipework. Every cliche of you could ever think of a sci-fi world, all crammed into one area. No, it's not cliche though. I think it looks good. I mean, it's what you expect, and that is good. I mean, it's a reasonable projection of technological advancement into the 400 years of the future. And the doors open beautifully. Look at that. And this looks nice. The red, the blue, the steam, the slime, grease, the rust, and the man in the bullshit t-shirt all tell you that you've come to the right place. Right, let's get down in the lift and see what we can see. Now, you have to be careful though. I have fallen down the lift shaft before. But it all works reasonably well here. I mean, it's a lot more functional than it was. I think Sonic's gone for a walkabout. Sonic, you there? Are you going to stick around and see if I make a profit? Minimal profit on these stims. So we did 3.17. That's what we bought them for. I'm expecting to get about 3.65 or something like that. Now this bothers me, right? Every time I come down these stairs, I go flying over there like that. Why is that? Let's try that again, shall we? It's been like that since 3.1 or 2.6 or whatever it is. Look at this. It's weird. It's frame rates. Pips, 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 pips. Let's power up with some pips. Let's have a look at this now. Coming around the corner. See, look. Look at that. What's all that about? It's like the levitation you get just before you sell something. Oh, see, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Not a replicatable bug. So we're just going to ignore it. Right, okay. Bap, bap, bap. Sell. Drake Cutlass 5. Stims 3.42. So I made even less profit. I made like 0.25 of a credit per unit profit. So now I made like 100 credits on that run. It's shocking, isn't it? Absolutely shocking. What can we say? What can we say? We can say this, that we are open for business. Thank you for watching. I'm going to can it there actually, because that's a little bit of a short mission, just to let you know how trading is right now. It's quite difficult. Stims, you can see, is not that profitable. Apparently quartz to Olisar is another one you can do, or you can go looking for the drug lab, which is on Yella. White splodge, white streak, 3 white blobs. Check out my previous videos. Maybe 2 videos back is a successful mission down to the drug lab. It will show you how to get there. More than that I cannot say, except to wish you a wonderful afternoon. That was a quick salute for you, just in case you didn't like the full salute that I can do. Thanks for watching. It was nice to see you in the PU, and I'll catch you next time. Star Citizen 3.1. Go. Yeah. Go Chris.